Hi Aries, thank you for joining me. I just want to say that I know that this month and last month you happen to be the last one, but it was not planned, okay? Just if in case it matters, I just realized that consecutively you became the last one. I feel like it's an energetic shift. I don't know. I just want to let you know. Anyway, so this is gonna be in-depth reading focused on your energy and what's going on in your immediate surroundings and like with you. And please take it whenever you watch it. It doesn't matter what the date is. If it resonates, it's for you, okay? And if you're looking for more towards like relationship and love kind of related readings, please check out my channel. I do like I think once a month, like this is in depth, and then there is a love reading and relationship based reading, so please check out that if you may get something out there as well. Okay, all right, without any further delay, let's see what are the major energy that's gonna be coming to you or crowning you or you're gonna be feeling. And I take jumpers, so sometimes it takes time to, especially for the major arcana, only 22 cards. Anyway, Hierophant. Okay, let's get some animal spirit. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling like with the Hierophant. What is that? Camel in reverse. Okay, this just jumped out. Okay, before I hold on, I need some. Why do I feel like that you are confronting with your own ego and you realizing that it's not really okay, you okay, I just got to say what I see, okay? I really feel like that with the Hierophant and the Camel in reverse, I feel like that you are confronting with your something, either somebody showing something or somebody showing like acting as a mirror, and you're seeing yourself, and the moment you see yourself in that mirror, you see that your ego has been growing and growing, and it became such huge, and you don't like that. You don't like that, and you wanna make it. You're like, all of a sudden you feel like, oh my god, I have been boasting my ego for so long, but I don't think you realized it. All of a sudden something mirror, some kind of mirror image, maybe through another person, maybe through a relationship, maybe through whatever. It could be anything that kind of showed you, and you kind of got perplexed by what you see in that mirror, and you see that the huge ego, not necessarily bad ego, but you see that there is a lot, it's like there's a huge image of your ego, and you don't like that image. You don't like that. And you realizing all of a sudden you don't like that because you feel like this, because of this gigantic nature of this ego, you are not getting to do what you actually desire to do, what you actually want in your life. You are not getting those because you all of a sudden, oh my god, it's like, okay, hold on. It's like all of a sudden you see yourself through somebody or through some situation, and you see that there has been, you have been, cultivating this ego of yours, and which kind of went a little bit out of proportion. And you realize because of your ego, you cannot have what you have been manifesting for quite a long time, but every time it feels like you are there but you are not yet there. And now all of a sudden you are realizing because of that ego, it was coming in between what you want and you. Okay, I think it makes sense. Okay, this one came out. Beaver, water. Yeah, you see that? This is exactly what I was feeling. You see that face? It's almost like awestruck. These googly eyes, and I was like, what did I just see? Exactly, this is the face. You are like surprised what you see. And it's about yourself. All of a sudden, this direct reflection on yourself, and you just realize, oh, is that what I have become? Not a negative way, but I feel like you all of a sudden realize that you have been putting too much attention to yourself, which is normal for you being an Aries, if you're like typically, if I have to say. But you just don't like that what you see. You feel like you have been putting too much emphasis on yourself, and that has been a block from like what you really wanted to achieve. And with the beaver, which is very family caring, I feel like you long for hierophant is also about like convention, also about family, something which you can grab onto, something which you can hold on to. Beaver is also, it's like a beaver is like a family person, like ideal family person. But I feel like your ego has been a block to what you want. I feel like whosoever is, if you're relating to this, I feel like you are actually desire for a very family environment, like very loving family. I don't know, I'm getting this family. Maybe you really want to settle down with somebody, maybe you want to get married or whatever married means to you. But I feel like you want to get into that kind of domestic familial environment, but you have been manifesting that, but no matter what, you cannot get that sense. And all of a sudden, something or someone put a mirror in front of you, and you see that you it's you have been focusing too much on your ego, which kind of worked negatively in response to your desire. Okay, let's get some oracle. Oh my god, I cannot stop looking at this beaver face. This is the exact face in my. If I have to visualize how you're feeling when you saw that mirror, that's where your face is like that, like open mouth, jaw dropped, kind of. Queen bee. Yeah, all of a sudden I feel like, see, okay, oh my god, what did I say? And beaver, you see this, you feel like that your ego has been this gigantic nature, took a gigantic nature on only focus on one thing and not focus about others. And you want relationship, you want family, you want marriage, you maybe want even children, like that kind of domestic thing. I'm getting this strong domestic sense. And but you are not considering, but you did not realize that you did not consider, but you are not, any kind of domesticity, any kind of family. It's not, you cannot make a family just by yourself, right? It's always between an equation between you and others. And I feel like all of a sudden you see this beaver is looking at this bee and awestruck. You become gigantic with your ego, and you are only focusing on one thing, which is you, and you are completely ignoring the other thing which is also there. And 11 broken down to 11 is a master number, but if you broken down to two is all about emotion, all about emotional connectivity with others. You are focusing too much on yourself, but that, maybe you wanted to do that because of self-love, maybe you wanted to do that to heal yourself, but you did not realize the silver line between self-care and self-obsession. During this process of self-care, you have been boosting your ego in the underline, and all of a sudden you see the outcome, all of a sudden you see the true picture, and it shocks you. Okay, I'm gonna get into tarot. I feel like, how long I have been describing this? For 15 minutes. I hope you get it, what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let me get 4 cards. 4. One more. Okay. 3 of them. Okay, alright, I'm gonna take this 3. Oh my god, look at this. Lovers, King of Swords, Judgment in reverse. Okay. Okay, this is gonna be a huge reading. Okay, World. Oh my god. Okay. Then 3 of Wands, that came first. 3 of Wands in reverse, and then Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay, alright. Let's use this one. Let's get another layer. Then I'm gonna go deep into it. I just wanna make sure that all the cards are on the, because I'm feeling that I'm gonna go real deep. So I don't wanna distract myself by, I wanna get all the card first, then get there. Okay, we got Daughter, Page of Pentacles, this time reverse, this time upside, and Ace of Wands. Okay. Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. God, what's happening with this? Okay, 9 of Cups and Magician for the World. This is like, I don't know, this is, I think, the most dramatic, intense energy that I'm getting for the month. And you are the last one, so I have done all the other readings. Okay, give me a card for this 3. Okay, I'm gonna take these 2. 7 of Swords with 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 sevens, 2 page, and okay. Okay, alright, let's get into this, okay? Hold on, okay. I feel like that you have been harvesting and nurturing a lot of willpower, even though things, you want something, like I said, it's more gearing towards domesticity, family, like family connection, love, relation, like something very, you're looking for something convention here, and it was not coming back. You cannot get there. You can see the prosperity on, you can see that you get certain glimpse where you feel that there is a hope that you can grow this wish of yours, but every time you try to do that, it's kind of fall back on your face, and it's not really manifesting. But your willpower was so on point. You you know it it somehow maybe really made you depressed, somehow even maybe really took a toll on your self-confidence, but I feel like your willpower was always there to get out of that zone and bounce back. Get out of the zone and bounce back. I feel like you tried several times to manifest this wish of your family or something very solid relationship or something very convention. I'm getting a I'm not, I don't think it's anything to do with, it could be, but to be honest, the strong feelings I'm getting, it has something to do with family. I don't think it has anything to do with your project or career. It could be if you feel like that, then, but I am feeling it's gearing towards family. Okay, and you bounce back every time. You tried many times to make these things happen, but it did not. It put you in a depression, it put you in a kind of confused doubt zone, but you kind of bounced back. But you know, now with this understanding of your own ego and how this played a role, you realizing that what you actually thought, because here you're realizing that there is something that you want to go for, right? With the daughter of pentacles before, and that's why your willpower was there, because you see, when you see that pentacle around the on light at the horizon, you feel like, okay, no matter, I was disappointed, I couldn't get there, but I'm gonna go again because I see that. And because you wanted to believe in this, you wanted to believe you, because you want to sustain this willpower that you had inside. But while you were nurturing this, your ego became, you know, it did not matter whether it's there or not. You kind of almost like force yourself to go there and fetch that pentacles, even though maybe sometimes that pentacle not even was there, or maybe that pentacle was not wants to be yours, if it is a relationship, but you kind of forced your way to get there because you were so determined. And while you were doing that, initially it was kind of it was started as a self-care process, but became this thing like four of swords in reverse. There is no thoughts, you are not thinking about, that's why you could not get this page of pentacles. And you realize that right now with the camel, that how you yourself played a role in this whole process not to get that page of pentacles, because you are not listening your inner self, you're not listening what you are like too focused to get your wish fulfilled. And you did not realize that how much you are denying your own knowing, inner knowing, who was trying to tell you, just take a pause, don't be so adamant about it, you need to understand what lies at the other side. Like, be, just don't just focus on yourself, because if you want a family, you need to equally consider what the other person is coming from, where they're coming from, what they want. But I feel like in the process, I'm not saying that you did it purposefully, but because you were so determined to get your wish fulfilled, you did not really hear or feel the other person the way they are, and at least where they were in that situation. And you realize that. And you know, like, oh god, I cannot stop looking at this face. This face is like, look at this. I don't know how close. I really want you to look at this face. Can you look at this? It's like awestruck. When you look at this, when you realize that your ego has played a huge role, and it actually, even though maybe you did not even realize that your ego is playing a huge role, maybe you thought it's a healthy ego, but it started healthy, but more because you kind of get depressed and you wanted to get out of that zone. You focused on yourself way too much, and you did not really care for others that much. I don't think that you did it consciously, but now you're realizing that, and you wanna take a step, and you wanna I mean, almost like it feels like that you wanna stop this, like ego pampering, ego, like stroking kind of energy. You wanna stop this, but you don't know how can you do that, because you did not know like boosted your ego. If you don't know how did you do that, you don't know how to inflate it. You know what I'm trying to say? But that's why you feel like, but you feel confident again with the magician, and you feel like that you can do it because you have lot of trust. Okay, I admire you, Aries. Whosoever is connecting, if you're connecting with this, you have lot of self-love. I mean, you are really practicing self-love. Even though when you want to bring down that ego boosting kind of energy, but still you want to hold on to this nine of cups, which is like a self-sufficient, and you know that you can end this. You have that trust in yourself. You may not know how, but you know that in the process you will figure out. hmm let's see these three cards. I don't know, I'm doing this reading differently because I'm getting this energy differently. Yeah, you don't want to change yourself completely, because I feel like you already gone through a lot of changes in your life. This constant not getting this family. I don't know why I'm saying this family. It's like really ringing in my ear, that word family. You want something very solid love, or some kind of very true bonding. I don't know, it's, and you want convention, you want family, you want domesticity, but at the same time you definitely want your freedom. There is no compromise on that, but you want that kind of convention, familiarity, convention, security. You don't want to change yourself completely, because you know that you have come to a stage where you understand what you really want and what you really need, and you realizing all you have to do with the King of Swords, that you need to cut down this extra ego, but you are not diverting yourself from this wish, from this wish of this true bonding with somebody, starting family, just not just sake of starting it, but really into it, and give yourself everything into that, like give your all of you into that, making this thing happen. You are very dedicated. You are not derailing from this. With the judgment in reverse, you realize that you are in a phase of your life where you know it's not that, oh, maybe I need to do different thing, maybe I some different path is calling me. No, you are very, 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 very much know where what you want. With the Hierophant, you just realize that you have to consider others in the process, and that can be a little bit tricky for you to do that, even though you accept it with the Magician and Nine of Cups, and you are determined to bring that ego down, because your main focus is not ego. You are not, it's not that I you are focused on. You are focused on the outcome. You really want this beautiful union with somebody. I don't think you have somebody specific in your mind. You just want that family atmosphere in your life, and you are very focused on that. And with this, like the Seven of Pentacles, yeah, you are ready to work on. You are not derailing. See that? It's like a direct focus. But you fear you fear that maybe while you are focusing too much, maybe you are going to go back to this again, the ego with the 7 of swords. But you are ready to do that anyway and take a chance with the king of swords and do the right thing, really bring the attention to both you and the person you will be dealing with and you want to deal with. You want to consider other people in this scenario, but you fear that it may go back to this um, ego boosting kind of energy. But you are also confident with the magician. Somehow, you don't know how, somehow you will identify or you will track the moment the ego gonna go again, like bigger, you are gonna bring it down. I don't know how. This is very very different energy. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. I mean, it makes sense to me, but I just, or maybe, the thing is, if you do not resonate with this right now, I don't think you will be resonating right now. I feel like this is something that you will be coming up with soon, so take that in consideration. What else I can do with this reading? I feel like this is it. You are gonna come with this understanding. You won't be liking what you have become, but you are not gonna derail from your path. You are just gonna tailor your own being a little bit and divert your energy more towards you and others. Right now you realize the focus is more towards you, which has started being a self-care process, but in the long run it turned out to be something more gigantic even to yourself, which is actually blocking you to get this familial, bonding lovers. And you want family, you want convention where you can feel secure. At the same time, you want to hold your own torch. You want to be, in your own power. You don't want to, there is no compromise on giving away your freedom or giving away your self, but you just want a family or somebody to reciprocate with that thought, where you can bring, and now you're realizing, in order for have a family, you need to consider the other person situation, they're coming from, their characteristic, their personality, their spiritual upbringing, everything. So you need to split your focus into two. Okay, that's my summarize. Even though you feel like you may go back to this narrow vision of yourself, but you also know, but after knowing this, you will immediately identify whenever this ego stroking start getting going. Okay? Alright, Aries, I think that's all. I will talk to you later, okay? Bye bye.